Hi, this is Jeff Miller, the headphone writer here at Crutchfield, and I'm here with
Dave D, part of the Crutchfield demos team.
Demo Dave.
That's me.
We're here to talk about the AudioQuest DragonFly Cobalt. It's a plug-in USB DAC and headphone amplifier. And there aren't a lot of easier ways to get better sound quality from your headphone or from the way you normally listen to music, whether it's Spotify, high-res files, CD quality.
Yeah, it can work with your PC, your Mac, you can work with a mobile device, your phone, anything like that. You've been using a DAC whether you know it or not. They just don't spend a lot of money on the DACs that they put in phones and computers. Not very good. This is where the DragonFly Cobalt is such a great addition because you can basically plug in and bam, you got better sound right away.
Yeah, it's really uncomplicated. There's not a lot of like drivers and things you have to use.
The Cobalt is the latest in the lineup of AudioQuest DACs, which includes the entry-level black and then the step-up model, which is the red. The Cobalt is basically the best of them yet because it not only incorporates a higher-grade ESS Sabre DAC, but they basically include their jitterbug. AudioQuest jitterbug is included as part of the Cobalt, so you've got two devices in one.
Yeah, I use the DragonFly Black to drive a lot of the headphones that I test, and I often used it in concert with the jitterbug. We talked to AudioQuest. They said no jitterbug needed. This kind of has enough processing in there to take care of some of those digital artifacts and stuff that can creep into your sound.
Yeah, it's not about just the better quality of sound. It's quieting down the noise going on within the device you're using it with as well.
And I don't know if we mentioned, but all three of these have a headphone amp built into them, so they will drive some of the most power-hungry headphones out there. We actually tested some pretty heavy-duty headphones and got some good sound out of them.
We did indeed.
It's really easy to just pick up and grab and go wherever you want to go, and also very versatile. Along with headphones, you can get better audio in other places too.
Sure, it's a great add-on piece for a couple of reasons as well. One is its size, obviously, but the next thing is you don't have to plug it in, you don't have to recharge it. It draws power off the device it's connected to, and that's how it works.
Yep.
So it's real easy to plug in, and then it'll start loading itself on most devices, so you don't have to go into a lot of menus and set it up that way.
Yep. There's also a new microprocessor chip, which can help with that battery draw. It draws 33% less power than before, so
huge for phones.
Yeah, you don't have extra batteries to spare really, so it's good that it doesn't take up a lot to add that extra
very true
oomph to the sound. So we've done a lot of testing on this thing, and it sounds great. I mean, we've all been very happy with it.
Right away,
yeah,
we heard differences.
Yeah.
I have a new training class here of about 4 advisors. So I took them into our training room here and plugged in first a stereo mini cable directly from a line output on the computer. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to put that up against the Cobalt. It's fun watching the reactions on their faces. That's when you usually find out if something's going to make a difference, and you could see it on their faces.
I remember a 2496 Elton John song, and one person goes, "Oh, they just pulled the blanket off of this." And then our head trainer, JR, says, "Wait a minute, is he playing extra notes with his left hand that he didn't play the first time we listened?"
He thought it was a completely different track.
Yeah.
It was the same track. It was,
same
2496, same track, just changed over to the Cobalt. And it was a whole new experience for him.
Yeah, so we really did want to see some of the differences between the three models because it can be subtle. Like I said, I started with the black and jumped to the Cobalt and really wasn't subtle. I was streaming Qobuz, which is a high-res streaming service, and I just kind of went through some of the new remasters that they had on the service. So listen to James Taylor, Fire and Rain. It was in 2496. And through the black, it just sounded a little bit more condensed. It didn't have, when I switched over to the Cobalt and adjusted for volume, things were more spacious. I wrote down, it took advantage of it worked with the room that it had, took more advantage of it. There was a little bit more high-end detail, but the imaging, you had the vocals sitting in front of you, and you had all the instruments properly separated. But so then switched over to Ella Fitzgerald sings the Irvin Berlin Songbook.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really good album. Mm-hmm. They just remastered it in 24/192. This one was like, you just like her voice. You know, you're sitting in the jazz club, letting it wash over you. Way spread out on the stage, even though it's probably a cramped stage, but it feels
right. They spread it out for you.
Yeah, it feels like it's like, spread out in front of you. And when you're testing headphones and audio gear, you kind of dream for those moments when you can get taken out of the analytical stage and more into the like, this is cool kind of stage. And That's where we were.
That's the key, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. When I did part of the demo, I think I made a statement that I think it was the Van Morrison track where the instrumentation had just totally been relocated in a proper way.
Yeah.
Instruments you didn't even know were there
Right.
and in force.
Yeah, and like I said, plug any of these devices into your laptop or phone and you're going to get better sound. Differences between the two can be pretty drastic or pretty incremental, but overall I think all of us heard more spaciousness.
Agreed.
With the Cobalt.
Yeah, a little bit more detail.
A little bit more detail.
And not overblown detail. It was subtle and nice and natural.
Yeah, it's like more of a sense of place rather than like, you know, extra stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
So anyways, yeah, I mean, that's the AudioQuest DragonFly Cobalt. That's what we're all excited about here at Crutchfield. If you have any questions, give us a call or hit us up on email or chat, and we'll answer any questions you have about them.